What up, y'all? Today, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Today, I wanna talk about the Bitcoin chart. Specifically, I wanna talk about how, over the last few days, Bitcoin has been annoying, for lack of a better word. The market has been, I wouldn't even say boring. It has just been, people are freaking out. Because just a few weeks ago, Bitcoin was at $108,000. And it retraced as low as 89,000 and change, 24 hours ago, 48 hours ago? Absolutely ridiculous. But, in the grand scheme of things, that's nothing. If you were here in previous cycles, we went from $64,000 to $28,000 in just a couple months. If you were here just last year, we went from $73,000 to $48,000 and change. That is like a 35% correction. So, going from $108,000 to $89,000, what is that, like a 17% correction? That is nothing. You have to lower your time preference. If you're going to be in this space, if you're going to be in a digital asset, the crypto market space, the Bitcoin space, you have to be able to lower your time preference. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at the Bitcoin chart on tradingview.com. I don't typically do these. I'm not a chart guy. I'm not a technician. I'm not an analyst. Nothing like that. I can barely operate and navigate TradingView, so you're going to have to bear with me while I learn. Because life is all about... Anyways, forget all that nonsense. All right, so here we are, the 1 hour chart, and it looks... It looks disgusting. Like, what is this? Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and whoa. And then there's that $89,000 100 dip that happened just yesterday. Absolutely insanity. But where are we at today? If we zoom in here, we're still on the 1 hour. Don't worry. We'll talk about that in a second. $89,000. And we have literally gone as high as, holy crap, $97,000 in the span of 24 hours? That's pretty crazy. Bitcoin, crypto, it is not for the faint of heart. If you can't handle volatility, you are going to lose your mind. All right, so what do I want to talk about here? I want to talk about, one, lowering your time preference, and two, if you're ever in doubt, if you're new to the market, if you haven't been here before and this volatility is crazy, when in doubt, get your ass off of the 1 minute chart, get your ass out of the 1 hour chart, get your ass out of the daily chart, even get out of the weekly chart. Look at the monthly chart. When in doubt, you want to zoom out. It will make you feel so much better. Like, look at this. All right, let me change from the 1 hour and let me go to the 1 month chart. Like right off the bat, look how crazy this looks. This is back in this area over here. This is 2019, and then we had the huge run up in 2021 where we got all the way up to 60,000, and then we corrected all the way down to 28,000. So that's a $64,000, and we dipped all the way to $28,000, and then look at this recovery in just a few months. All-time high up to 69,000. Absolutely ridiculous. And then we won't even talk about the the bear market decline from 69 to 15,000. How much was that? That was, let me just do this real quick. That was about an 80% correction. That's crazy. That's wild. But again, what goes up must come down. You cannot expect to make 5, 6, 7, 10x and then not expect a significant correction. That's just not how things work. Nothing goes up in a straight line and nothing goes up forever. Sometimes we get a little chop and we go up, but eventually we're going to get to a point where we get to a cyclical bear market and all of those gains are going to evaporate. And that is why I am a strong advocate for taking profit. You'll never be able to time the top of the market, but if you get to a point where you're like, yo, this is kind of like life-changing money, maybe I should start taking some chips off the table. If you're at that point, dollar cost average out. That way, even if you get to the top, great. But if you don't, most likely you're probably not going to time the top. So just dollar cost average up and dollar cost average down, and you will do just fine. If you try to time the top, you're gonna get wrecked. So never try and time the top. You're just gonna end up round tripping everything, and then you're gonna be in the next bear market asking yourself, why, oh, why did I not take any profits? So again, that's neither here nor there. I want to talk about the charts. Okay, so yeah, that was an 80% correction, absolutely insane. But you know what? We're not talking about that. Look at where we've been. So we got to as low as, we were at $16,000 in February 2023. So that was just, wow, that really 2 years ago? I mean, 2024 was literally a blur. I mean, what the hell even happened last year? I mean, besides Donald Trump getting elected and besides, you know, the Bitcoin ETFs and I mean, besides all that, what happened last year? Because 1 minute I remember we were at 16,000, 20,000, 25,000, and the next we're flirting with $100,000. This market is insane. But anyways, look at, so we're at the 1 month chart. Look, like just literally just look at this. So I mean, people are crying on the daily, people are crying on the weekly. Oh my God, Bitcoin corrected like 15%, Bitcoin corrected 20%. What are you even talking? Look at this candle over here in November. We got as low as $67,000 and we got as high as $100,000 in a single month. And you want to be one of those people that cry because we went from $108,000 to $89,000, $90,000? Come on, don't be that person. If you're scared and it's your first time in this market, I honestly totally get it. But if you're gonna buy Bitcoin, if you're gonna be in Bitcoin, if you're gonna be in crypto, you must lower your time preference because you're gonna end up selling the bottom. Like imagine all the people that bought in at 108,000, 105,000, and then Bitcoin crashed, dipped all the way to $89,000, and imagine panic selling the local bottom. Like imagine, let me just zoom in let me just change the to the daily. Imagine look at this daily. What the hell even is that? Imagine selling right here at $89,000. Imagine that. What is that? That is so imagine $89,000 you sell. And in the span of, what is that, like 24 hours, we got all the way up to $97,000. That is almost a 10% increase. Imagine selling the bottom and then you, just like you panic sold, imagine you panic buy at $97,000. So what happens if we decline from $97,000 and we go back and we retest 92, 91, 90? You're gonna feel like a chump. So don't panic sell. Don't even freak out. If you're not liking the charts, if you're not liking the price action, and you have a relatively low time preference, close the charts, close your phone, turn off the alerts, go outside, go touch some grass, or go touch some snow, depending on where you're living. I live in Canada, so outside, there's quite a bit of snow, it's kind of cold, so again, just leave the charts alone and just go and do something else, because looking at the charts day in, day out, on the 1 minute, on the 1 hour, on the daily, is not going to do you and your family any favors. So don't do that. Why? Because you're going to make irrational decisions. You're going to make decisions based on what you see on the daily, when really, if we again go back to the monthly chart, look at the monthly chart. Look at this insane run up from January 2023 all the way up until now. Absolutely insane. So I mean, in the grand scheme of things, this was December. Oh, it's still a red mark. We went from 108 all the way down to, 91. Big deal, right? Big deal. Because eventually, this little region over here is going to be exactly what happened in October of 2020 all the way to, what is this? April 2021. What is that? That is October 2020. That is what is that? Look at that. That's like, what, 6, 7 green candles in a row? That is a 500% increase in price. So eventually we're going to get to a point where we have those gains. Maybe not so much. Maybe instead of 500%, maybe we get 200%. Again, that's still a 3x on your money. So again, January just started. Relax. It is January 14th. We are not even at the halfway mark. Relax. When in doubt, zoom out. If you're freaking the hell out, stay away, leave the charts alone, and come back in March. Come back in February, come back in April. You're not doing yourself any favor, okay? There's going to come a time where you should be panic selling. But you won't be panic selling at the bottom. You will be panic selling when we're 2, 3, 4x from where we are. Okay, no, I don't see Bitcoin going up $400,000, but my point is, it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna feel wrong to sell. Like, Bitcoin's already up so much. Like, should I even be selling? Like, what if it goes up a little bit more? Like, if you get to that point and you're taking screenshots of your portfolio and you're telling your family and your friends and your mailman and your barber, oh, look at my portfolio. If you get to that point, yeah, you should probably be selling, okay? So, I mean, if you like the video, like it, comment, share it. You know, this is just kind of a video I wanted to go over because I think it's super important, because I was once in a position where I was freaking the hell out. In fact, I remember in 2021 where Bitcoin was $64,000. It was literally, I had been in the markets for like 3-4 months. Bitcoin went from $64,000 to $28,000, and you can only imagine what happened to the altcoins. I was so freaking scared that I uninstalled every single app on my phone. CoinMarketCap, gone. CoinGecko, gone. Portfolio tracking apps, gone. Exchanges, gone. I deleted everything. Notifications, gone. I didn't want to see the price. I didn't want to talk about Bitcoin. If anybody even brought up Bitcoin, they were getting slapped. I didn't want to talk about it. And when did I put the apps back? When did I put the alerts back? When did I start checking out the charts? We started going up, because goddamn, it was scary as hell. But again, sometimes you have to do what you got to do. That was me not freaking out. I was able to sleep because what I don't see can hurt me, you know? Like, out of sight, out of mind. So if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. I'm really hoping that the days leading up to the US presidential inauguration on Monday is a positive event. I don't think it's going to be a sell the news event. I think all the selling probably already happened over the last week. Maybe in the next few days be a little bit more selling, but I think after next week, going into the next few months to the end of the quarter, I think things will be fine. And Q2, I mean, that's another video, because that's just, yeah, we'll get there. All right. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And again, I thank you all for letting me have the opportunity to share my thoughts and my insights. I always appreciate it. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I look forward to the next one. BK out.